My mother was epileptic, so she wasn't able to take care of us. Me and my older sister had to mature at a really young age just because we had like chores to do, and we also had to take care of my mom's mental health. Just a day before my 5th birthday, I got to experience seeing my mother getting physical abuse for the last time and worst before we decided to move out of my dad's home. When I turned 10, my mother gives me and my older sister the news that she was going to be coming to the States. Until 2 years after, I got the opportunity to come to the States. Then after a few years, when I turned 16, due to my mom's lack of ability to take care of me because of her health, I entered the foster care system. Entering the foster care system meant a lot of discomfort just because I had to adapt to a new home, to different people. And even though I was so used to like losing family members throughout like time and like stages in my life, this was the first time that I was like alone. At this point I never had a home, I never had my safe place. So I was always trying to seek for stability. My way of coping with it was finding my joy in sewing and crafting. So when I graduated high school, I decided to apply to Cal City Lake for their fashion program. I made it through graduation. At this point, I was already living in my own apartment, and I was really happy to have my own place, although it was really hard to be a student and having to afford my own place. I had expectations that when I graduated, all of this was going to be over. The only thing that happened right away after graduating college was the opportunity that I got to do for the Alliance for Children's Rights. They provided me with the opportunity to apply for the Television Academy and do an internship with Disney ABC for their corporate and social responsibility. When that ends, really long 4 months begin. Just because I wasn't employed. I had a degree, but I didn't have employed to pay my bills, to pay my rent. So it was really tough after having so much expectations after graduation and then like not being able to fulfill them right away. I felt really unsafe. I started comparing myself to other people and seeing how privileged other people were to like be able to just rely on their parents and somehow and I didn't have the luxury to do that. I did a ride sharing company, and I was working at a restaurant. I had no option to be doing these things and seeing other people being like living their life, and I wasn't able to do that. Even though after I worked so hard it made me feel like I had failed. This really hurt me, so I noticed that I had to do something different. And I was not just gonna stand there, I had to do something. At this point I was really confused at what I wanted to do until I started researching for costume designing. I started networking with different people, sending emails like crazy, adding people on LinkedIn, and until I finally was able to get a first gig. I was the happiest. That was like my happiest moment. I have not stopped working. I feel like the hardest moment and the hardest thing was have my step in the industry. It just has become easier, and I'm really happy with the direction that I'm heading towards. I couldn't be any happier, and thanks to all the resources that I've been able to get. I want to tell the kids out there that might be hearing me that even though they might be going through difficulties or something, if they find their way of meditation and the way to stay sane, it's different for everybody. For some people it's sports, for some people it's arts and crafts, whatever it is, for them to find that and focus in that and just get the best out of it. I wouldn't change my story for anything in the world because that makes me who I am, and I want to be able to inspire a lot of people.
It only takes one caring adult to change the life of a foster youth. Why not you? To fosterchange.org.